What's up, y'all, man? Welcome again to another edition of Ulon.Life, man, with my co-host, Buddha. What's up, baby, man? Hope you had a good week. Okay, y'all, so, let me just get right to it real quick, but I want you guys to call in to weigh in on what's going on tonight. Okay, 312-738-1060. That's 312-738-1060. We are going live tonight with a, for you guys that are in live with us right now, as well as our TV audience. You know what I'm saying? You guys get to see a little peek behind the scenes. What's up, Xavier? I see you, fam. And Ladell, how you doing? Listen, we are talking tonight about pain, all right, in our community. The theme tonight is pain. So I want you guys, man, to chime on in, call on in, and we're going to go ahead and do all the different levels of pain. You know what I'm saying? So I want you to, man, be prepared because tonight's show is going to go deep. And we're going from pain from how relationships are to suicide to how we are looked upon in the community, how we're respected in the community, how relationships are as far as men and women being in pain and hurting each other, in the community. I want you guys to call on in. 312-738-1060. All right? What's up, James? I see you, fam. So, listen, Buddha. Now, we always talking about what's going on in the hood, right? So tonight, we're getting ready to go deep on this pain. I noticed that one of the deepest things about pain, especially with women, is, like a backlash of scorn. Meaning, nothing worse than a woman scorn, right? So, say for instance, you in a relationship with a female. And I want you women to call on in because I want you guys, to represent tonight. What do you think if you on a breakup point with a female, and say for instance you broke up and it's been 2 or 3 days, what do you think the level, let's call a pain scale from 1 to 10, and we're going to do this on each one. What do you think the level of pain is if she caught you cheating with somebody else?
I mean, you said on a scale from 1 to 10?
1 to 10.
10.
That's a 10?
It's a 10,
okay, that's
man.
a 10.
It's a 10.
Let's keep it real. Why is it a 10?
Because, you hurt her, man. Mentally, emotionally, you hurt her, man. So, yeah, on the pain level, man, a woman scorn, man, you done broke her trust or whatever, man. Mm-hmm. Man, you saying just 3 days.
Right.
Man, this could go on for months, man.
Right. So it's like a scar, you know what I'm saying? Fair to say.
Yeah, it's a wound, man.
Okay. Now, it's all fairness, we have to flip the script too. Guys. Now, who do you think takes the pain worse in a relationship as far as men and women? If a man sees a woman cheating, how does he feel about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think on a scale of 1 to 10, I know his is probably a 10 as well, but don't you think men feel a little bit more, because almost it's like women, I'm not going to say they've accepted nowadays, but they kind of feel like it may happen. But whereas men, they don't want another woman to feel like, like, or to feel like someone else has took on his territory, where he, his prized possession. What do you feel about a man feeling that type of pain? Is that is that worse?
Well,
what's up, Caprice? I see you, fam.
I can say honestly that it'll be like, just as much as pain as the woman, man. I don't think there's no difference when it comes down to that. When your trust is being broken, I don't think it's no difference. Mm-hmm. If a woman's gonna hurt, a guy's gonna hurt. Whenever your trust is broken, man, that's that's the thing with that, man. Everybody's hurt. You know what I mean? So, there's no different levels as far as men or women or whatever. You get your feelings hurt. Your trust is broken. On a scale of 1 to 10, you breaking the scale, man. Everybody's at 10.
Mm-hmm. So on a pain level, now what about as far as acceptance and moving forward? How do you think women accept it, a little bit different than men? Can men move forward faster, or do you think women move forward faster as far as the pain level when someone get caught cheating?
I think women basically will probably be able to move on quicker than a guy, but at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, once your trust is broken, mm-hmm. Once you don't have any trust or anything like that, man, it's hard to repair that, man. You will spend the rest of your relationship, you will spend the rest of your life that you and this person is together. Mm-hmm. You spend all your days trying to repair that. Because once you break the trust,
for men or for women?
Both.
Are you sure?
Both, man.
Okay. So this is your perception. Okay.
I'm telling you the truth, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you do something wrong like that to a person, man, you break their trust. Once the trust is gone, the relationship is over, basically. You know, because a person gonna feel like, okay, you did this once, you'll do it again. No matter how sorry you saying you is right now at this particular moment, or how you feeling bad, or how you crying
So
right
flowers not gonna work, fam?
Flowers, money, car, trip.
Don't say the money.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man.
I know.
When
a
you
lot
break,
of females be like, how much, baby? How much did he hurt me?
Yeah.
Give me 200, we'll throw that under the table.
okay, she gonna take that 200 and spend it.
You know what I'm
She gonna take that 200,
You know what
she gonna go
I'm
spend
saying?
it,
What's up, Latoya?
and
I see
still
you
be
checking
mad
in with
at
us.
you.
All right.
And still be mad at you.
So, all right. So, we're talking about pain, y'all, just to catch y'all up, man. Women, y'all call on in. Guys, call on in. 312-738-1060, man. Any type of comments you got about pain. Now, let's switch the gears a little bit. Okay, say for instance, I'll talk about some of the guys. You know what I'm saying? We on the block, you know. What do you think the pain level is for guys on the block that feel that they've been disrespected by another guy?
Well, you know, it's different strokes for different folks. You know, people feel different about certain stuff. You might got an elder guy. A elder guy might be able to look past a lot of this stuff, but a young cat, he might feel like, man, you know, I've been disrespected. I got to do this. I got to do that. Da 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 da. You know, older cat might be able to look past it and be like, okay, well, you know, I'm gonna give you a bad this time. You know, I ain't got to go all out and berserk, act crazy or nothing like that. You know, so it's different levels when you talking about as far as somebody being disrespected or something like that.
Right.
You know, as far as guys on the block and different stuff like that. You know, everybody different in that aspect.
Okay. I feel you. You know what I'm saying? So, also too, now, let's talk about as far as the pain from when somebody, say for instance, might get pulled over by the police, right? And it's unjustified, okay? And you feel like, you know, you got your driver license, you got your insurance, but the way the police talk to you degradingly, or maybe a little bit down on you, you know what I'm saying? What type of pain, because see, that's a deep type of pain, right? What type of pain do you feel when you're in the right? Because that's deep. Let's keep it real. You know, that's deep, you know what I'm saying? When you're in the right.
Yeah, when you're in the right, you know, you deal a lot with racial profiling and stuff like that out in the streets right now. You know, that's big right now. I think
Call on in, y'all, man. Y'all got to weigh in on this tonight.
I think that if you know you legit, you know you ain't did nothing wrong or anything like that, and you know that still ain't stopping them from open firing on you, because we got a lot of people that's been legit and all that, and the law.
Tawana, what's up?
They open fire.
Checking in.
You know, so don't nobody really, you know, that's an iffy subject. Right. You know what I mean? Because I can be legit and I can just pass you my stuff and all this and that, and you might feel some type of way. Officer might feel some type of way. So you know that's a sensitive subject right there, because it's going on in the all across America, not just in our community. It's going on all across America. You know, so that's a sensitive subject right there, man.
Okay, so now we're gonna switch it a little bit on the. Remember tonight we're talking about pain, y'all. So we're gonna do different levels of pain in our community. Okay, call on in 312-738-1060. We want you guys to chime on in. Now, and I know the phone lines are blowing up. We want y'all to keep calling in because we want to get some good answers. Sometimes we might not answer right. Well, we will answer, but we'll put you on hold because we want to get somebody that really talks some good stuff, okay, and really has some good questions to bring to the table. So. How about, say, for instance, our kids, right? Now, say, for instance, what's the pain level when your son or daughter, may have his step-parent in play, and he comes back or she comes back talking about, and when they go to visit the other, side of the family, the mom or the dad, and they come back talking about all the good stuff that this other person did for them, and you might not be financially, appropriate at that time or whatever, and you wish that you could give more, and your son keeps rubbing it in, or your daughter keeps rubbing it in. What type of pain is that?
Well, at that point, material things, these you got to understand, you're dealing with kids and you're dealing with material things.
I see.
So that's if the kids got issues with you not being able to provide like the mom or their stepmom or stuff like that, you just gotta look at it like, if you're a mature adult, you're gonna sit back and say, well, these are just kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because no amount of money can express the love that I actually have for you. And you know, this is something that they will only see over time. You know, as the years go on, as they get older, they will be able to see, well, okay, well, my mom and my daddy couldn't provide for me as much. They couldn't give me all the things that my stepfather or my stepmom or my cousins, them, or whatever, my brothers and uncles, whatever, you know what I'm saying, had, but they loved me. You know, and that go a long way.
Right.
In the future. So you can't be mad. If you're a mature adult, you can't be upset about what you don't have.
Right.
Only thing you can do is just keep showing your kids love.
Exactly. Now, Latoya chimed in and said, unjustified stops makes resentment toward the police, you know, and that's a deep pain too. And we can't go, you know what I'm saying, double live, you know what I'm saying, so I can't take it because we are live on TV right now, y'all. So you guys are getting kind of back behind, you know, behind the scenes, you know. But to you guys out there, let me just say this. We want to flip the script a little bit more with the pain level, right? And we want to get even deeper. Now, we've been talking about pain with the parents, pain with the police, pain with basically relationships. But what about pain with yourself? If you feel, and I know a lot of people, especially the teens right now, you know, are, you know, we have a lot of, I don't know if you, about 7 shows ago, we dealt with, you know, teen suicide. And about how we had stopped some, we had some callers call in about what they were going through. You know what I'm saying? I see you, Reese. And I want to talk about now, what about pain with yourself? Are there times that you feel that you're not up to par with what's going on around you? Sometimes that you may feel a little bit hurt because you can't feel you could compete with the rest of the things that you see out here. You might not be able to give your kids this. You might not be able to, I guess, compete with how, you know, with the job force or whatever else is going on out here that you can't provide for your own family. And this is for teens too. I know if you're chiming in right now, whoever you are, and if you feel that you're going through something because of different levels of this, what about the pain with self of not feeling like you fit in or not feeling like, you know, that you really belong here and that everything you're doing, you keep getting hit upside the head? What's up, Deb? I see you. Thanks for tuning in. So what do you feel about that?
Well, you know,
The
life,
pain with self.
you know, the pain that you have to deal with in yourself is just like playing a deck of cards. You know, you got 4 players sitting at the table. You got to play the hand that you dealt. You know, you got to be able to deal with what you got.
Kiki.
You know, you can't lash out or be over exerted about what you can't do. You know, you only got to be able to control the things that you can control.
Right.
You can't be worried about what's out of your power, what's out of your hands, and different stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to control what you can control. And don't worry about the rest. You can't worry about the rest because there's nothing you can do about it.
Right.
You know, so you have to be able to just deal with that on your basis. So you got to look at your hands and look at the 13 cards that you got in your hand and play them cards.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
that's deep. And I want you guys out there to understand that. So reiterate that again. Because I know there's people that's tuning in to see us, you know, on TV. And for you guys home and live, too, I want you to know that we're going live. We are on TV right now. So for those of you who are at home watching this or might be, you know, feeling some type of way, I want you to kind of break that down again. We're talking about pain this evening. And pain in our community is big because there's a lot of pain that's going on.
Right.
So I want you to kind of break that down one more time about pain with self. What do you feel about that?
Well, you know, like I just said, I'm gonna reiterate. You know, you have to just play the cards that you dealt.
Right.
You know, you can't.
Meaning what? The cards you dealt. What to break that
Your
down for layman's
situation.
terms?
Man, your mom on drugs, or your daddy in jail, or you know, your girl just left you, or you know, your kids lashing out because they don't have, and you know, different stuff like that. You know, you have to deal with that on your own basis. You know what I mean? Because everybody's situation is different.
Right.
You might see this person. They might got the Jordans. They might be riding in the Benz. They might be out taking trips all the time, whatever. But they might be miserable.
Right.
But meanwhile, I'm sitting here with me and my people. We struggling. But guess what? We happy. We love each other, and because we got each other, and it's real. You know what I mean? Right. Material stuff comes between a lot of people, man.
Exactly.
You know, so you can't let material things or what somebody else got going on come in between what you got going on. You got to still, like I said, play the hand that you dealt.
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to make it work.
Exactly. Hey, that's a really good, you know what I'm saying, advice from our co-host, Buddha. I want you guys to remember that, those out there in TV land, and of course, to our live viewers, Latoya Lee Harris, those are some really good points. I see you. You know, let me say this. So we've talked about pain with self. We've talked about pain with seeing our children going through something. We've even talked about pain in relationships. So let's talk about pain with others. You know, say for instance you're really close to somebody, and we all have that one good friend. You know, we don't have that many. What up, Jay Mo? I see you, fam. We don't have that many good friends, you know what I'm saying, that we could say, you know what my old man told me one day? He said that you could look through your whole life, right? And you could be on your deathbed, right? And you could look back at all your friends that you've had in your whole life, and you might be able to count them on one hand. You know what I'm saying? So, out of those 4, remember, one of them is a thumb. So remember, you know what I'm saying, out of them 4 or 5 people, if you see one of your friends going through something, and you really close to them, that should affect you, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm on some real stuff. That should affect you, seeing other people going through something that you're close to. That's another pain.
Right.
So, what do you feel about that type of pain?
Well, you know, if it's a
Talk to my co-host Buddha right now, man, getting a real deal, y'all. Keep calling in 738-1060. That's 312-738-1060. You guys on live right now, feel free to call in 312-738-1060. Let's go, B.
Well, you know, if it's a real true friend, then you are genuinely you're gonna feel that pain. Like if you're one of your childhood friends, you know, they lose their mom or they lose their pop or somebody's killed in the streets for gang violence or you know, just a whole bunch of mess of stuff, cancer. You know, you got a lot of reasons bad stuff happen. So you know, if it's a person that you cool with,
I say you share this. Everybody share this.
Person that you growed up with, it's a person that you love or just a close friend or whatever. When they going through something, genuinely you gonna feel it. I mean, it's just natural. It's just natural human instincts for you to feel that same hurt, that same pain. You know, that's just like you being at a funeral with somebody and you see all the people crying. Quite naturally, you probably gonna shed a tear, or you probably gonna well up or something of that nature. You know, emotions. That's just human nature. If you don't, then that's I don't know, man. You know, you gotta ask yourself about people like that. You know, man, I'm going through some, man. You know, I ain't feeling too good, or I'm going through this cancer treatment, or I'm going through this, that, and other. I lost a loved one, or whatever. And here you is, I've been knowing you for 20, 30 years, and you don't seem like you really, you know what I'm saying, into it like how I'm into it. Not saying that you have to be all in, but you know, you show some type of empathy. You know what I mean? That's just human nature. That's just human nature.
You know what? Karen just said a really good, you know what I'm saying, issue. She said, when my best friends hurt, I hurt. You know, those of you at home on TV land, man, I want y'all, man, to keep calling in. If you get through, 312-738-1060. You guys too, man, call on in. 312-738-1060. Tonight, we're talking about pain. I'll say this now. We've really gone over some territory here. You know, we talked about the pain with our kids. We talked about pain with the loved ones, people that we're close to. We've even talked about pain in our relationships with our significant other. Now, let's go broad spectrum. Let's talk about the pain we have for our country, where we are right now. Now, a lot of people could say, well, I don't give a F about our country, blah, 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 but you live here, right? So, I mean, you have to be affected by some of the things that either Trump says or your immediate mayor or your, people that are around you, you know what I'm saying? You go, and we get mad. Let's keep it real. We're people that get mad about social issues. So, now, they had today a new, you know what I'm saying, I guess law that came out saying that you literally, have to stand, you know what I'm saying, for the Pledge of Allegiance, all sports figures, right? So you have 2 choices. If you don't do it, you got to do it. Or 2, you can stay, you don't be present. You stay in the locker room until it's over with. So you can't be seen, Now that must be a pain too. Because if you're standing for moral justice, I mean, and Common said himself, it kind of is a dichotomy, meaning if they're trying to make us stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and do it, doesn't that kind of break what America's all about? Freedom of speech, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that got to be a pain. What up, Rito? I see you and you're going to owe me the push-ups, you know what I'm saying? But everybody knows, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if we are in America, you know what I'm saying? Why would you have to stand for something? It's almost like you trying to make us do something, gangster us in order, because why? Because it's supposedly our pledge of allegiance. Okay, well, I mean, we may not feel that way. Now, that's got to be a certain pain within itself, right or wrong?
Exactly, exactly. Should nobody have to pledge allegiance to anything if you don't want to, because you got a right to voice your opinion. It's a free speech, it's a free country. You can speak your mind, you can believe in whatever you want to believe in. And if you don't believe that what the United States government is doing, and you don't want to pledge allegiance, you have that right. So, I think it's more about the backlash of people just protesting about any and every little thing nowadays. You turn around, you look up, everybody's protesting about something, man. So I think that has a big part to do with it. And it's like we at a communist state now. Where people want to control you, people want to have you do what they want them to do. You know what I mean? And these people got money, so money and power. So you got options. You got options. And some people say, well, the best thing for me to do is just stay in the tunnel and wait till the play's over with, then I come out and do whatever I need to do. A lot of people say, well, you're getting paid to play professional sports, go out there and go play. Don't worry about your protest. Do that on your own time. You know what I mean? Because you get paid to play professional sports. So, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. That's what makes America great. You got your freedom of speech.
Right, okay, that's what's up. Definitely want to give a shout out, to Samika, she been a strong supporter of ours. I know my guy Ray, is out there. To my baby, because there's two Samikas, also to my baby, tomorrow's her birthday. My baby Samika. And I want to show much love to my other daughter, Jessie. She's really going through some major things right now. So you guys give a quick, prayer for her, because we're really going through something as a family, and we want to try to, get her back on point. But that's pain too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When people are going through something, we all bleed as, a community, as a nation. And I want you guys, to remember that, Okay, well, real quick, we're moving right along. But I want to tell you guys something, man. When you have pain and when you need, a foundation, because everyone needs a foundation, right?
Yeah.
Man, feel free to call us, man. Go to our website, Ulon.Life. You can see it right there. You can reach out to us, 312-834-8020. I want you guys to know, man, we are an organization, man, that accepts whatever pain you're going through, man. We got you guys, and we want you basically to show us that, man, we're here for you, and we want to show an interaction, because these are hard times. And, and me and Buddha know, we lived through the trenches. Now it's time to, kind of give back. So we're giving back what we know best. And that's, man, fellowship, basically. So I want you guys, man, to know that, man, we're here for you, man. Buddha. So in closing, because today, we kind of went by fast, because pain is really a deep issue. And before you know it, we look up and, time's moving.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Time flying. But, man, all you guys out there, man, we love you. Thank you guys for, chiming in. But, what are your last comments about pain? What do you want to give that person that might be at home right now that's going through something? Because I know we all going through something. You know what I'm saying? But what you want to say, B?
Man, if you going through something right now, man, you going through some pain or whatever, man, a lot of people run. A lot of people work out. A lot of people read books. A lot of people take walks. You going through something, it don't make no sense to lash out. It don't make no sense to do anything that you will regret.
Exactly.
Because you feeling some pain. You might want to do something constructive with your time, constructive with that energy. What I mean? You want to do something constructive with that energy. You don't want to just do nothing that you will possibly regret for the rest of your life. So you might want to try to find an outlet where you can release that stress, release that, that anger or that pain or whatever you're going through. Like I said, a lot of people run, a lot of people walk, a lot of people work out, a lot of people read books, a lot of people go to church, a lot of people go to NAAA meetings. It's a lot of things you can do when you're going through something. So if you're feeling some pain and you're going through some pain right now, man, maybe you might want to think about one of those options or something like that, if you haven't already got an option. Or if you got a significant other or loved one that you can really sit down and talk to, that helps. So, you know, either way, you know, you don't want to lash out. You don't want to do anything that you regret, because everybody goes through pain. Everybody's go through something. No matter how good it look like they might be shining, or how good they might look like they be doing, everybody going through something.
That's a really good point right there. Don't be fooled by the I guess the facade.
Right.
If somebody you know, man, they want to keep putting, and I'm good for that too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I do so much on the streets helping others a lot of times. You know, I actually need it myself. I go through a lot of pain mentally. You know what I'm saying? And I have to really pray and stay spiritually strong. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know that. But if you know somebody who puts on a good facade, man, reach out to them, you know. Because remember, like I said, each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? We here for each other. That's what this whole show is really about, shedding light, showing you that we guys, man, are here for you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a really good, you know what I'm saying, point, B. You know, don't be faked by the funk. You know what I'm saying? Right. Don't be faked by the funk. You know what I'm saying? People, you know, people going to put on this big old front, you know what I'm saying? And you too. You know, if you want people like me who could put on a front, reach out to somebody. Do something, like you said, that keeps you at peace. You know, me, it might be to work out. It might be to help others. It might be whatever. But find out your niche and definitely get up with us. Because we want to, you know what I'm saying, reach out to everyone. We want to stop by your house, kick it with you, let you know we're here. Now, I got a lot of calls of people who want to join the movement, right? Mm-hmm. So we get in touch with everybody. If you want to join the movement, give us a call, 312-834-8020. We're getting ready to get a storefront. We need a home base. You know, I've been using one of the women's transitional program spots, but now we need a home base. You know what I'm saying? That we can call home. So you guys keep in tune with us, man. Keep tuning in every Thursday night, right?
Yeah.
Closing words, B. Gonna get to him.
Yeah, I just like to give a shout out to T.O. Hardiman. He was supposed to be a guest here, but he had some unfortunate circumstances. He couldn't make it, man. He's a big supporter of the group, of the Ulon movement.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm sorry he couldn't make it here today, man. He had some real positive things to say to you viewers out there. And on that note, I'm just going to close out and say peace out, man. Everybody be safe.
Man, that's what's up. And you heard it from my boy. Again, T.O., you know what I'm saying? We're going to get you next week on here. We know some things, you know what I'm saying, that came up real unfortunate. But we love you guys, and we just want to say, man, we're here for you. Remember, 312-834-8020. That's our immediate number. You know what I'm saying? If you want to leave a message, you can call us. Those of you who don't have a pen, get it real quick. 312-834-8020. If you want to get in touch with the movement of Ulon, United Legion, One Nation, we out here, me and B, handling our business, and we will reach you next week, same time, same back channel, man. Again, each one teach one, and don't stop there. Holla.